I'm trying to how many times I done got hit by this fucking deer. I had to get hit by a motherfucker at least 5 times.
It said that we had got the alternate reward, so probably not canon with the choice we made here. But you make your bed and you lie in it, you know. Remember this place? This was fun.
Was it now?
My tone would imply a lot of things behind it.
Good job, blockhead. No. Well, I can understand your hits.
Oh, don't hit me because I'm laughing. Shut up. So much going on here. It's really hard to remember, especially when we played for only 2 days. It's like really hard to keep track of shit.
This is. Might as well pronounce that back to you. I'll tell you. I'll spell it out for you when we get
Nah, there
done
ain't
with
even no
that.
point. There ain't even no point. Back home. And we'd be acquiring shit. Stop adding letters. Damn, I need hard iron now.
Forged iron, galvanized iron, but that's pretty much it.
Means we gotta find it somewhere, or we get to a certain point in the game first. That's unfortunate.
I've never seen anything like this.
I think you're a liar, personally.
Hell no. You big as fuck. I have to shove my cloth is at.
When you do that, is that you sneezing? Yeah, that is you sneezing.
Yep.
He hit me with a double sneeze, possibly a triple. He hit me with the triple shit.
Another elite? Goodness gracious.
Hey, look, another book.
I mean, you can read if you want to.
Take a gander if you want it. In the time before the immortals, a Norbear and a Brilliant were trapped in the middle of the sea, clinging together to either end of a plank of wood. Neither could swim, and land was nowhere to be seen. Norbear had a single loaf of bread that it had rescued. It took several bites of the bread when the Brilliant asked, "Would you please share some of your bread with me? I have nothing, and we must work together to find land." The Norbear looked at the bread and became afraid of how little was left. "I can spare only a morsel," the Norbear said, "for we do not know how long it will be before we are saved." And the Norbear tore a single bite of bread, no larger than its nose, to give to the Brilliant. All that day and all that night, the Norbear and the Brilliant kicked in the water, traveling together as far as they could. The sun rose and no land was to be seen.
I did not mean to do that.
Boy, Anna, come, come. We have been waiting. That's far enough.
Scoliosis?
Paxotech. It stands before the eternal Empress, mistress of the Red Court, favored of the Thane. Yet it is nothing. Hoofless, feckless, interloper.
Easy now.
And where it stands, it dies.
Whoa, maybe we could talk about this.
Dafka. It seems it shall live. For now. But tell us, Paxotech, what woes does it bring this time?
Get back. Like, holy shit.
What is this place?
It stands before the eternal Empress, once and future ruler of Yesha. Her Majesty asks once more, What brings the Paxotech to her court?
You know Ford.
There is no name more cursed in these royal halls. When the pestilence came, Ford succored the schismatics. Treachery turned to ruin. Ruin to desperation. Her Majesty would see Ford bleed. Ford the Destroyer and others were staggering. Her Majesty, in her eternal wisdom, will grant it grace.
That sounds fair.
Her permanence has spent many lifetimes communing with the Thane. The Holy Tree grants euthanasia, but also clarity. The Paxotech needs salvation, power to overcome the only true enemy. To acquire her eternity's grace, it must prove itself loyal. For Her Majesty will not suffer another transgressor.
That doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
It deserves death, yet spits at the alternative. Her infinitude is too gracious, a horror, wretched in her sight. Let the Paxotech face this dark spirit. Be not her bane, but her blade.
Kill the beast. What could be easier?
The path to desire is neither easy nor safe. Go forth, blade. Cut away the rot that plagues this world. Prove there is one Paxotech that is more useful living than dead.
The next day, the Norbert took another meal from the loaf, and the Brilliant said, "Will you please share some of your bread with me?" Again, the Norbert looked at the bread and was wary. For though the loaf was large, there was even less than there had been the day before. The Norbert offered the Brilliant another small bite. "Yesterday's work was hard," the Brilliant protested. "I am weak from the effort. Can we not share equally? For you have much, and I have nothing." "This is equal," said the Norbert, "for I am larger and require more to give me strength." "But we have done the same amount of work," said the Brilliant. But the Norbert was afraid and could not give up more. "Let us work together again. Perhaps we shall find land today." So, the Norbert and the Brilliant swam for another day, another night, but still no land was to be seen. When the Norbert ate the next day, the Brilliant said, "We have been out 3 days, and your loaf is as large as we began. You have more than enough, but if I do not eat, I will die." The Norbert looked at the loaf and thought the Brilliant foolish, for though it was large, there was clearly less than there had been the day before. "If I share equally," thought the Norbert, "it will only last a few more days. But if the Brilliant eats a little, it will last for weeks. Surely I can find land in that time." "You must not be greedy," the Norbert said aloud. "If we work hard, we will soon find a land, and then you can have all the bread you want." The Norbert gave the Brilliant another small bite, and they swam together for another day and another night. When the sun rose the next morning, the Brilliant did not ask for more bread, and the Norbert was thankful. Once more, as the Norbert finished his morning meal, it looked to the horizon and sighted the peak of a mountaintop. The Norbert shouted in triumph, "There, you see, we have done it together." But the Brilliant did not see. The Brilliant was too weak to even speak. It closed its eyes, laid down its head, and slipped off the plank into the sea. The plank became unbalanced, and one end tipped high into the air. With a cry of panic, the Norbert fell into the sea as well, leaving only a plank and a loaf of bread atop the water. None of us swim alone. All things are connected to all things. Must have been having a little internal thing going on here. I apologize. I was reading to myself and talking aloud. Empress and my friend is gone. If you'll excuse me, Your Majesty. Hey, friend. I was reading and then boom, door open. I was just in there. I was like, okay, I'm done. She kept my eyes on the book the whole time. Didn't even I heard your conversation, but was so focused, so committed. I must be a scholar underneath the mask.
Who is it? I love this setup, bro. Good job.
You have to do something to draw it away from here so we can get the purple item. Upwards and to the left before the crystal. It's a stone. The Remnant nerd to be after me if I don't correct myself. Actually, it's a fucking stone. You uncultured swine.
That's a little bit more specific about the element of the stone.
The element. The element.
Where's he at?
So be careful. That is a hell of a contraption. It's gonna be probably related to. Usually there would be, yeah, there's symbols on the ground, and then they have to be matched up towards something else in relation to. It's all about reflections and shaders. The beginning, for sun and moon describes the sky, the firmament beyond. The winds will tell if tides are high, or if the day was dawned. And fragile, life must hang below, a puppet on a thread, and only choosing makes it so. It probably means that the dark circles are supposed to be surrounding, I would imagine, sun, moon, and whatever the hell is considered life.
Okay, but which is which?
That is the question.
You're telling me.
Even just looking at the sigils, it doesn't fully make any sense. I look at the stuff on the wall, and they seem to be like arrows pointing south, west, and northwest, but I'm not really sure how that correlates here. Not even really sure if that means anything. Could be a stretch, but the sigil right here looks like almost kind of like the wolf. Oh, wouldn't that be the doe? I thought that looked like a butterfly before, but that looks like a deer. How do the circles mesh with that, though? Are they to represent what is the sky, or are they to represent what is being covered? What'd you find?
And there's a book with the signs on them. You figured out what the Ravager and the doe was. Death seems to be like some kind of dagger going upwards.
I see it.
The moon is pretty much like some kind of Death Star.
I see it. That's what I figured it was.
Life seems to be almost like the infinite symbol.
Does it look more like antlers to some degree?
Yeah.
I see it.
The sun looks like some kind of
Compass of some kind?
yeah.
I see it. I have to look at
Okay.
that other note for me to understand fully how to piece them together, though.
That would be Calamity. Ravager, doe, death, the moon. I'm gonna find a way to get this into a circle. Yeah, back. Where was you at? I was gonna tell you to go ahead and just rotate the
Sigils or the circles?
sigils. That would be Calamity. You're right. That's where the book is at.
You talking about that room you was in?
Yeah.
Alright.
That should unlock the door.
What would become of the doe if the Ravager were felled? A toast of blood moon starred, painful honor of the hunters. thy hunters, for the moon is a hunter who stalks the stars, as the Ravager is a hunter who stalks the brush and bracket. Sister sun shines her opal fire hungrily upon the hunter moon, and his hunt is fair. Hear the Ravager below, howling from the forest edge, keeping from your door find a blessing of hope. May the northeast isn't here, is it? Northeast is where we start. That's where we came in from. May the warm sun light your voyage home, and the Ravager's howls not bring you fear. And when the doe and Ravager their circuit run, when sun and steam weave life's gold thread, as life and sun support from below, all will be revealed to the bulwark of the doe. Northwest is the blood moon. Oh. I didn't notice that. I would say the only thing that's throwing me off is I don't know what is indicated by the circles, the loops. Is something outside of the light when it's in the circle, or is it in the light?
Just as good as mine, dude.
And now I guess what do we have? We have the wolf inside of a circle. For sun and moon describes the skies. The winds will tell if tides are high, and fragile life must hang below, and only choosing makes it so. Moon, life, death. Life the doe, death the Ravager. The Ravager is also being described as death as well, just like the doe is also being described as life. But the sigils cannot all come together as one. We have a total of 4 with 2 that can be on the outside. Alright, it's time to get experimental, I suppose. For me to understand this puzzle, I need to understand what is considered in the light and what is not. At least I think. But if I'm going to segment it, I'm going to start with, I think the doe and the Ravager have to both be in a circle. Sounds like guessing though, and I hate to not really fully be able to explain my process here. Not even to really necessarily just seem smart, but just to really actually feel like I figured it out. It's not so much just about opening a door, it's about understanding this still. Sure, he would enjoy progress more than anything here, so maybe the rotation of this is what matters. If that's the case, then this one indicates that life is the Ravager, and that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, you figured it out?
No. But I would like to believe I'm understanding a little bit. I think. I know with enough time I could figure this out. That's the thing. With enough time I could figure it out. And I would have a solid understanding of what's being asked here.
I ain't gonna lie to you. It's over my head, dude.
So, from my understanding, at least what little I think I know, I think the Ravager and Death are the same. They're one and the same. I think the icons right now that I'm trying to get together, if it's even possible, is life, which is the doe, death, which is the Ravager, and trying to exclude the sun and the moon for right now, and then see if that combines into the calamity. But I also am trying to figure out if the sequence, or I guess how the circles, we'll call them, how much they matter with what they're connected to. So when these move like that, how those two are moved right now, I have sun and moon double looped or whatever on this one. I don't know if, say, like, this one would need to be on the Ravager and the death, just like the doe and the life would need to have 2 on them as well, but I'm not sure. I'm wondering if it's even necessary to even move the sigils. No matter how much you move the sigils, they just move to the next spot.
Pretty much.
But you would imagine there's a reason for that. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I hope it ain't. I hope it isn't. It isn't that simple. That. Because I'm gonna feel like a fucking idiot if it's that damn simple. The problem, if that's the case, then what is the perspective? Because my goodness, if that's it, I'm gonna feel like a fucking idiot. So, the triangle in the middle is what we're matching up to. I mean, obviously, what we're matching up to that, the northwest, northeast, and all that. If we can match that up with the circles to match one of the doors should open.
Mm-hmm.
So, first things first, I guess the issue is just understanding from what perspective, what sight line are we looking at it from. I guess, if I'm looking at the Calamity, I need the triangle to be facing to the left from where I'm currently standing at, if I'm looking at the door. That would indicate that that's it, but there's only one thing that moves that way. Nothing else to focus on other than this paraphrase here. The Ravager was not much glimpse, but the door should follow. What's up?
Trying to figure out this emulator shit.
The what?
Emulator.
Oh. Every time you said that, I keep thinking of the enemy that keeps setting stuff on fire. Damn it, I think I lost out of the plot.
Well, at least you still try. I gave up.
My brain is basically more or less segmenting the Calamity. My understanding is that I think anyways in this paraphrase here, there's a lot of red herrings, things, just information that's just not necessary, things that aren't needed. They emphasize certain things. I just don't know how they correlate to the machine in the room. Because, like, for one thing, they say, for though they may struggle always, their struggle serves the balance and keeps unharnessed death from above. Above is in bold, just like death, the Ravager, and the doe. I don't know what above is supposed to mean in relation to the machine. That means that the doe and the Ravager both have to be either both outside of the circle or both inside the circle. You match up the inside triangle with the one that you're trying to unlock. If this is the one that moves that center circle, that's just initially what the puzzle is telling me. And from that point, you go into the book, and then you move the sigils in the other circles. If I want to unlock that door, then these two circles, right? That's these two circles. The ones on the Ravager and the doe. I mean, from this angle, it looks like it's maybe making a little bit more sense. From this angle. Even if that was right, why would I believe that that was right? Why would I believe that this is right?
I know my eyes. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas Vegeta mode.
Vegeta mode? What does that even mean?
Like, bruh, it's a hack. You know what?
Vegeta mode. We're just angry all the time? That sounds like a regular GTA game.
Like, I just happened to see that. It's like, why? So I might just play Ratchet and Clank, work my way up. But you know what? I might work it in. What was that? Okay, let's see what you did here.
Hold on, man. Hold on. I gotta understand it.
Death and Doe and the Ravager.
Ravager is the incantation of death. Incarnation of death. Doe is life. Calamity. Death is also in the light. The moon. That still doesn't answer it for me, but for somehow or another, that is the Calamity. I thought you had to press square on the door to confirm it. I didn't know it was just, you can just luck into it. But that means that I did get one thing right. The only problem is when it comes to the blue moonstein, I can't see that from the one that changes this. Because this one, you can match up the perspective coming from just looking at the middle triangle, so that makes sense. But I guess to start with that one, it's northwest. So that means that this no longer moves. If it works the same way as that one.
Oh, that's what you're talking about here. The triangle.
Yeah. So that means between that lever across from me and this lever, if the perspective is right, only these two levers need to move. It's just a matter of in what way. Now, there is the whole you could just swing shit in a million different ways and you could probably rough edge it like that, which I'm sure you're really keen to do right now. But, it's only 7:14. I'll say you give me another hour or so. Stay awake from me. That's all I ask.
I'm in no rush at this point.
So the moon is a hunter who stalks the stars, as the Ravager is a hunter who stalks the brush and bracken. Sister's sun shines her opal fire hungrily upon the hunter moon. We hear the Ravager below. Below. The one before had above. This one has below. What does that mean? I need to see that again. That's the Calamity. So if this is the Calamity, what does below and above mean here then? I'm gonna leave that where it stands for right now. Well, if it's from below, but see, again, from which perspective? Because, I mean, fuck, dog, if that's from above for the Calamity, I would just move the sigils the opposite, for starters. Meaning the dough would need to be where the Calamity is. Therefore, the only thing that would need to move... I hate it. I hope I don't get it. Good. I hate the idea of guessing the shit, right? I don't think this one has anything to do with the dough. F, dough, Ravager. Yeah, those were the ones that were inside the circle. I think the above part is the part that's throwing me off, at least far as the Calamity is concerned. And this one has the below. I'm pretty sure it's the death of the dough. That's from above. As they feast above, we hear the Ravager below. Left death is isolated from the Ravager. We're talking about two different forms of death, hence why it has its own sigil. Moon, Sun, Ravager. Who are the three that need to be in the circle, I think? What is the perspective? I'm assuming this is it. Unless you change it to the way that you'd face it? I mean, that's what it was for the Calamity, I guess. What would this be? This would be south east, I guess. Okay, so that would be right from this perspective. If that matches up now. Thought so. Okay. That one I understood a little bit more.
At least somebody gets it.
Sort of. I would, if I had to put a percentage on it, arbitrary, mind you, 40%. Kinda. I still don't get the from above and from below part. What got me to this conclusion was simply in the notes themselves. Put the circles are the focal point. Okay, just like with the Calamity, the Ravager, the Doe, and Death. It never. There was no mention of Moon, Sun, or Life. I think in both examples, Life is legitimately a red herring. It's a red herring sigil. So every single time frame is outside of the circles. The circles are all about the focal points in the poem or whatever the hell you want to call it. So as far as the Blood Moon is considered, it only talks about the Moon, the Ravager, and the Sun. The main thing that I changed was how I was looking at this. Because obviously I was just going off of, well, this is where you change it at, so this has to be the perspective that matches up. But instead, for a baseline, just match it up with the door first for the perspective. And then you can figure it out from there. Aren't you proud of me?
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand this shit. I don't get this.
It took me like roughly 16, 14 minutes or some shit like that. When in doubt, just give me time, man. I'm a persistent fuck. You know what I mean? Double fuck. Triple fuck. Quadruple fuck. I like how you kind of regressed into your caveman type of thing. Going on. Me no do puzzles. Me punch thinking face.
I mean, it works so far. I mean, shit. Like, I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on here.
I respect it. You know what I'm saying? I respect it. I'm not making fun of you. I just thought it was funny. That's I think said, man, fuck this. I'm about to go work on my damn computer. I'm about to go work on something that matters. The from above and from below parts that they mentioned, couldn't fucking tell you what the hell that means. Like my brain understands bits and pieces, but I could not. It'd be like those fucking math problems, bro. I swear to God, dog. It's like you understand bits and pieces, but then you still get like half fucking credit for the shit, and it'll piss you the hell off. I don't know what you're trying to figure out now, or whatever, if there even is anything. Usually with something like this, the problem is always the perspective, man. How should I be looking at this? That is always the first step. If I'm to understand anything about the two that I did, so from where I'm looking at, go towards that switch over there. The sigil for it is up there. One more. So from this point onwards, you do not touch that switch. The other two switches are the ones that you're trying to. The main focuses is the dough, life, sun. Move it again. You think you missed something in one of the closed doors?
Yeah. And hope.
What was that just now? Now you want to act like you didn't do something? Okay. I'm crazy. He's done. Ooh. Forgot about those. Someone might have found their weapon. Get back in there.
This here is a arena battle. Are these mutants? Are these the infantry? Oh shit! The infantry group soldiers. Ambush. And an elite. Hey, look, an elite.
I guess he wasn't. A poser. Oh.
Okay, maybe he was an elite.
The spot is not in the front, that's for certain. It's behind us.
Speaking of behind us.
Nope, not immediately behind us.
Let's get him!
Doing a little bit more damage. I think I might need to do more corrosive damage to him.
Archer, watch yourself!
Imagine the guy that you really want to kill is right in front of you.
What do you mean?
Aimed at me the whole time.
I think with
That's my
him,
brothers.
I was increasing the damage when I was hitting him with the javelin, so he has too much armor is the problem. Corrosive damage is probably the best way to attack him. More up the head.
I can feel that. Imagine. Oh shit! Hey, he's back. Yeah, he's heavily armored, dude.
I'm doing corrosive damage to him now. Keep up your attacks. I'm gonna just keep hitting him with the corrosive.
Good job.
It's right
This
there.
looks like it could be useful. Loading up! Archer, watch yourself!
More ahead.
Hey,
Get hit with that burst fire, bitch.
Big guy.
Oh, I'm out of ammo.
There's main ammo down here.
Just give me 1 second. Coming
That was a
around
del-
town.
That was a delayed ass hit. Careful of the explosive next to you.
Archer! Reloading!
Have to be smart with my shit. You feel me? He's
Different. He's doing root rot. Way weaker though.
yeah, I'm just planning on getting impaled for some kind of reason.
Oh, you caught that one.
I was just outside of the range.
You just walked right into it. That was a blind throw right there.
Dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end.
Want another explosive?
Man, fuck it. I guess not.
Whoa. You just got dragged underwater.
Oh, man. Hey, yo, come to that one big area.
Ah, okay. I'm on my way. Survive, survive. Shit.
Hey, yo, real shit. Did I not just call that? Did I not just call that? You gonna kill me already? Oh. Okay.
No dice.
Okay, watch out.
Yep.
Okay, I gotta get out this water. Get out the water, get out the water, get out the water.
Yeah, not over there. Shit.
I don't have any of the. Okay, yeah. Alright. You're gonna have to play.
Alright.
You're gonna have to play offense. I'm gonna get in the way. Just
Ah, fuck.
whatever you do, don't go down.
Okay. Next to me. Ow.
Yeah. I know that move way too well.
That still hit me. I'm gonna use this time to get some separation. Okay. Maybe not. Back over here next to you.
They like the fire.
Shit, gotta get out of the water. Good shit. Okay.
Did I not call that shit?
Yeah, I'll be honest, that's not what I expected as far as a fight was concerned. And I didn't expect it to happen like that, though. So I literally had to make my way to you. So I had to run all the way from like basically around the block to get over here. And then the white little field, I had to cross through there and shit. I don't know why your dog wasn't healing you, but whatever.
I had no blood. I had no more Dragon Hearts, dude.
Oh, for real? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
see
dude
it.
kept doing those fucking impaling moves and shit, knocking me the fuck out.
Well, thankfully no one got one-shotted. Because I think even in that boss there, I would have probably got one-shotted. Okay, yeah, that's that tentacle thing from the first game.
I said we got hardened. I ain't got enough scrap to upgrade my shit.
I mean, if you have to, bro, sell a couple of your Luminite crystals. They go for a bunch. I doubt you need every single one of them. That's what I've been doing. Like
Depends
50
what
of
my
them.
crystals are for.
I mean, I don't know exactly, but I still got like 50 of them, and I've been selling them this entire time. True. I already got the okay. The game. What's the game doing? Why is the only option is okay?
You just got kicked out, bruh. What it is you want. To become what?
Become one. So
if I do submit, what do I get?